Wonder.
So I ordered something from the Korean fashion, and shout out to Henry for the recommendation. If you're iffy about any brand, just leave a comment below and maybe I'll check it out. I was a bit doubtful since their website doesn't look too legit in my opinion, but I gotta say, I was surprised. It turned out pretty good, except for 2 things after washing. Keep watching if you want to find out. Good thing is, this turned out pretty good and I'm pretty happy with it, so I probably will order a bit more down the road. But first off, let's check out this one. I really noticed that it was really soft and really stretchy. Like it gave like kind of like a silk feel to it, like when I touched it. And it was surprisingly really heavy. Despite it like looking really thin, it's actually like pretty heavy. So one of the major things I noticed after washing was throughout the whole sweater there was a lot of lint. Now before washing I did notice that there was lint, but after washing there was noticeably a lot more lint. And this was only after washing 1 time, so you can kind of imagine how it would turn out down the road after you wash it a few more times. The other major thing I noticed was near the middle where the buttons are, it kind of shrunk and curled inwards. But honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't look too bad when you have it unbuttoned. But if you button it up, it does look a bit weird. And then if you want to tuck it in, it might be too short right in the middle. And then just some minor stuff, it was a bit less stretchy after washing and just a bit less soft. But that's kind of normal with any piece of clothing. After you wash it, all the starch comes out. So compared to what they show on the website, I would say it's pretty accurate, not 100%, because their measurements are kind of off, and I'll get into that a bit later. But their measurements are a bit off, and then I noticed the color isn't exactly the same, but it's probably because, you know, pictures they have on their website, they probably throw on like a filter and mess with the colors. But I'd say overall, like the shape and how it just looks on the body, I'd say it's pretty accurate. So if you're interested in the shipping, I ordered it January 19th and it got here February 4th. So that's about 2 weeks. In my opinion, that's okay shipping time. It's like pretty average. I have no problems with it. So sizing and measurements, I got a medium, which was the smallest size they have on their website. And one thing I noticed looking at the reviews they have on their own website of people posting their own pictures, a lot of people actually like to button it up and then tuck it in like they show in their pictures. But I think it looks better unbuttoned like this. But one thing to keep in mind, if you want to go for that tucked in style, I think there might be a problem, because when I tried tucking it in, there was only about like this much fabric left. So if you were to tuck it in and then let's say you need to like raise your hand or like you're kind of moving a lot, I think it might like get untucked really easily. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you want to go an upsize so it's longer, I think the sleeves might be too long and it wouldn't like naturally stop at this perfect length. Because I gotta say, I really like how it stops above your wrist. It feels like really clean. So they don't have a lot of measurements on their website, but they do give you 4. But the thing is, the sleeve and the length measurements, I would say were totally off. But you can use mine that I took, and then you could just put it onto a piece that you have at home and then just compare it like that. So yeah, just a quick review. I think for about like $50, you can't really go wrong. Like the style is pretty unique. It turned out pretty nice. And I probably will order a bit more from them in the future, and that's it. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. And remember, don't subscribe and don't like this video, and I'll see you around. Peace.